Hello, Aries. Welcome to your love forecast for the first half of March. From the 1st through the 15th, general advice as always. Please keep that in mind throughout this reading and take from it what makes sense for you personally, release the rest. I'll be using these 4 decks here to take a look at the energies for the first half of the month. 2 of my self-created ones, and then I'll go ahead and pull from this deck by Mystic Moon, as well as the Love Journey deck by Bridget of Divine Essentials. I've gone ahead and pre-shuffled everything, and I'll go ahead and pull the top card from each deck to see what is coming through for you, and then we'll of course clarify everything with tarot. This is the first half of your reading, so if it happens to resonate with you, I'd love to see you over on my Patreon side. If you're interested in watching the extended, that link of course will be listed down below in the description box. All right, Aries, so let's get right into this and see what is coming through. So these first 2 card decks focusing more so on the darker aspects of your partnerships, and this focuses more so on the lighter shade of things, okay? So starting with the shadows and secrets. All right, so we have the dragon. Fiery hot temperament, spews out hurtful words during confrontations and arguments, scare tactics, seldom gives true love. All right, so you might be dealing with somebody who represents this dragon energy. You might have even described them sort of like a dragon when they get riled up and when they get upset. They could have a temper. All right, so let's grab one from this deck right here. We've got foolish. All right, so you could be dealing with somebody like this who tends to do very foolish things, very hurtful things, and they say hurtful words. So these 2 cards for me kind of go together. So we'll see, with clarifying with the tarot cards how that's coming through. Let's grab one from here. We have the pilot. Some of you could be dealing with a divine masculine representing air energy. So Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, in control of their destination in love and life, enjoys a great stimulating conversation with the right love partner, makes better choices in love as they mature, will fly you to the moon, a euphoric romance. So I'm kind of getting a couple of scenarios here, Aries, especially if this type of energy represents, for example, an ex or a past relationship that didn't work out because they did foolish things, because they said things that were very hurtful, or you guys were constantly bickering and arguing. This could represent someone that you've already moved on to. All right, so this could be a current energy, or this could represent who is coming in for you. So this could be for a divine feminine who attracts new love through this pilot card representing divine masculine air sign. Okay, so let's grab one from here. I miss your kiss. So this is an indication if they're missing you, if they're missing those intimate moments, they're not with you. So I can't help but feel for some of you, this could be an ex-partner here. They know that they've done very foolish things and perhaps now having a lot of time on their hands to think about you, and they're missing you. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify with some tarot here. I'll be pulling from my Luna Tarot deck. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aries. So what else do we need to know when it comes to this connection? Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aries. And it'll be Aries season before you know it. Right now we are in Pisces season. Okay, so here we go. So this is interesting. We've got the death card coming up in the reverse. Some of you guys could also be dealing with a Scorpio here. So in the upright, it represents situations that come to an end, but it also makes way for a new beginning through a transformation, through a transition in your life, which I'm kind of feeling some of you guys are heading in that direction. But this is coming up in the reverse for a reason, because the death card could also be telling us that things are stagnant in your life, or you're afraid of change. You could also be holding on to this person even though you know it's an unhealthy relationship. It could be that as well. Or this could simply be telling us that there's a situation that's decaying because there's no life to it. So this for me can represent past energies for some of you. Interesting. Now this as well, it's quite interesting how it's presenting itself here. King of Swords represents Aquarian energy typically, okay? And as we have already seen, the Pilot card represents divine masculine air sign, picking up possibly off of this King of Swords. So I feel there's someone that's coming in for you, and I feel this for my divine feminines, that could lead you towards a masculine coming in as this King of Swords. Because this is somebody in love and romance. I mean, they could certainly be very loyal to you. If you were dealing with a person that just was not loyal to the partnership, that could have been what you guys were arguing about. Maybe that's why we have a situation here that came to an end. But at the same time, I'm feeling for some of you that you're afraid of making necessary changes in your life because there's a part of you that might be afraid to get hurt, which is understandable. And then we've got the Four of Swords here. As you can see, rest and relaxation. The Four of Swords is about taking a break from difficult situations. It's restoration time. It's a time for you to really think things through, to contemplate, and to spend time on your own, to heal, basically, after having gone through difficult moments. And you could connect with this King of Swords, again, a divine masculine. It's coming through as an air energy. So it doesn't necessarily have to be their sun sign. It could be sun, moon, rising, or Venus, but it's coming through as air. And I feel with this Four of Swords, there's this much needed time for you to really just take time for yourself. Be single for a good minute if that's what would contribute to your healing journey to prepare you for the next chapter of what's coming in. But you do have the Judgment card here. So someone's going through their awakening, that day of reckoning. It could be an ex for some of you guys. It could be somebody that regrets their actions because they were being foolish. So the way I see the Judgment card, it's like a wake-up call. They finally are waking up to what they've lost, what they let slip away from their life. Okay, just watching you walk away, letting you get away. So they might want to communicate. They've had the opportunity to really take a look at the past and how they were with you. And how they were with you was not very good. If they were losing their temper and saying very hurtful things, arguments, trying to scare you into believing certain things. Okay, and so they just weren't capable, as it says, of offering you the true love that you certainly deserve. But they, I feel, are going to want to communicate and reach out and make amends to be able to try to win you back because they miss you, as we can see here. We do have the Ace of Swords, so we have quite a lot of air energy presenting itself here, Aries. Lots of swords, okay? And then we have the Pilot representing more air. So Ace of Swords, clarity of thoughts, a breakthrough moment for you. That's what you're being offered, a new beginning in love and romance. It's up to you what you choose to do with it. Because remember, perhaps you're right here. You're taking a break from the drama. You're taking a break to assess what it is that you're looking for in the future. What is it that you're wanting to find, in love, in your partnerships moving forward. And the way I see the Ace of Swords, it's a new beginning that you're being offered, a new opportunity after having gone through something challenging, okay? And you've got the Chariot right here. Some of you could also be dealing with a Cancer, but this represents triumph, as you can see. So even though you've had some challenging times in your life, your romantic partnerships, Aries, you can still be very triumphant in finding the right kind of love for you. Clearly, you've been through some trying times with that Tower moment. All right, so this, for me, I feel represents this Tower after having gone through some ups and downs in your relationship. This represents the separation because it just didn't have a very strong foundation. This is where you're meant to be, Aries. You're meant to find happiness. You really are. So through this new beginning, through cutting things and people out of your life that no longer deserve to be a part of your future, you can claim that happiness for yourself. And then we've got the Five of Pentacles here. So I kind of feel that this could be an ex who's going through a very difficult time because they're not with you. And the typical interpretation of the Five of Pentacles is someone who's been left out in the cold. So maybe you really did leave them out in the cold, and you're able to claim this energy of the Sun because you took control of the situation and got yourself away from a more challenging partnership to be able to welcome in the right kind of partnership where you really can find happiness. All right, Aries, so that's where I'm going to leave that one. Let's go ahead and continue to take a look at that energy in the extended reading if that's something you're interested in, or if you'd like your own personal private reading, that info is down below as well. That's it for now, Aries. Thank you so very much for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Take care.